हरे हरे सीता 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 हरे राम 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 हरे 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 सीता सीता हरे राम 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 हरे हरे सीता 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे जय
बोलो।
हरे सीता 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
निताई गौर
हरे बोल
गौर प्रेमानंदे
बोल
राधा मंडाल की
जय।
आप सबका आज की कक्षा में
जय
तो दादा आपको आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं सबको। ये कौन सा आप सब अपना सिर ऐसे आगे करिए। हाँ कर लिया, चल दे दो। जय महामंडलेश्वर आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं, आपका जीवन सिद्ध होने वाला है इसके बाद से। हो गया, जाए
आओ कीर्तन करें।
चलो अब हम कीर्तन करने जा रहे हैं बाहर ठाकुर जी के सामने, और फिर हम पूरी क्लास को भी लेके आने। दादू जल्दी मृदंग निकाल के रखो अपना, दादू का पूरा रिकॉर्डिंग करेंगे हम। चलो मृदंग करताल सब रेडी होना चाहिए।
ठीक है।
धन्यवाद जी, राधे राधे। जय गौर श्री राधा रमनो विजयते। What could be a better start to the class today? I welcome you all to the Sutra Stotra and Shastra class of Nimai Pathshala. Today, the class is in English, and today we are going to talk about few very important things that are going to affect our life brilliantly. And I'm sure when the class ends, each one of you is going to take something very, very valuable from the class. But before we start the class, as we always do, who is going to sing the Mangla Charan for me? Sneha Gupta ji will sing the Mangla Charan. Bachche, please unmute yourself. Radhe Radhe bachche. You've such smile attracted me.
मैंने आपकी फर्स्ट क्लास फ्राइडे को ली थी, जिसमें कि आपने लास्ट के 2 श्लोक कराए थे और मैंने वीडियो बना के आपको सेंड किया है।
So beautiful bachche. So do you know the Mangla Charan bachche? You know the Mangla Charan?
जी माँ, जी मैया।
Please sing bachche.
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः श्रीरामाय वयं नमः श्रीगौराय वयं नमः वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च अहो भाग्यं गौरमार्गानुवर्तिनां देवो राधारमन्यत्र यद्गुरुर्गुणमञ्जरी पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतार भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
श्री राधा रमण लाल की जय। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम निताई गौर हरि बोल, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Absolutely brilliant, Sneha. Lots of love, बच्चे। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। I welcome you all to the Sutra, Stotra and Shastra class of Nimai Pathshala. This class is precisely in English. And from the past few classes, I think we are more into an interactive mode wherein not just my brain works when I deliver the class, but I also want equal participation from all my students. So as we did in my last Sunday class, yesterday's, I'm going to start the class with a sutra. Then we are going to reflect back onto few realizations that I felt. I'm going to share one, and then I would love to hear and see what you all feel could be more realizations from the same sutra. That is very beautiful. You know, everybody sees a particular thing from their own vision, and that vision can always be different. One person can be looking at one tree and would be getting happy because it's the tree which gives his favorite fruit. One person might be getting happy. Why? Because that tree is making the surrounding look beautiful. And there could be one person who is irritated by the tree. Why? Because of that tree, that land cannot be brought by him because he cannot cut that tree. So one tree can be perceived with so many notions by different people according to their visions. So before we start the class, thank you all for giving me this opportunity. I am always so grateful to Radharaman Lal. I always tell Radharaman Lal, I don't know why and how you have gotten attracted towards me and given me this beautiful seva, and you all are accepting my not very deep knowledge, but whatever. I never teach any one of you thinking that I am elevated or maybe I am your guru ma. No, my heart knows, and I think Radharaman Lal, that's why he's blessing me. Because if it's a guru ma, then probably I could always, I could always incur some kind of aparads by doing something or the other. But when it comes to a mother, then I think a mother is always elevated. So when I think of all of you, I feel so connected, and it's just something I can't express. I just love you all, and my notion, my feeling, my dedication towards all of you is only because I'm your mother and you're my children, nothing else. I don't want anything from you. I don't need anything from you. Radharaman Lal has blessed me with everything that a person would want to live a happy life. And I think he has blessed all of us with his name, his bhakti, his route that will help us reach the best in our lives. And very grateful. Thank you so much. So let's just start with the sutra today. It's a very interesting sutra. Okay, listen to the sutra very carefully because you're going to learn a lot from this sutra. So once what happened, there was a person who was traveling in a ship. He was a very big businessman and he had business of diamonds. So he was going from one country to another country with a pouch of diamonds that he had to deliver in the other country. So he was on the ship. The ship took few days to reach that ultimate destination. So there was one person who got to know that this person is a businessman and is carrying diamonds in the ship. So he was a thief. So he thought that I should become friends with this businessman and, talk to him, make him my friend and then ultimately steal all the diamonds from him. So he dressed up like a full-fledged businessman, looked very rich, and he went to that person and said, hey, hi, I'm this businessman from this country. I have this big business of clothing, this, that. So he portrayed himself to be something very big in some other country. So when that businessman started talking to the real business, so there is one fake businessman, so and one is real businessman. So when that fake one started talking to the real one, that real one also, because he was there on the ship alone for 5-6 days, so he thought it's good that he became friends. They both became friends. And after 2-3 days, because they were eating lunch together, eating dinner together, they were strolling around in the ship together, so they became very good friends. But according to the real businessman, he was genuinely being friends, but the fake one, who's the thief, is being intelligent. He's not attached to him, he's not friends with him, he's just there with him so that he can steal those diamonds. So they both become so good friends, such good friends, that they both started to live in the same room together. So every time the real businessman used to go to the washroom or used to go somewhere out, that fake businessman started to look for the diamonds in the room. He looked into his bag, looked into the almirah, looked everywhere, everywhere. 1 day passed, 2 day passed, 3 days passed, 4th day passed. He couldn't find anything. Now it was the 5th day, which is the last day. After this, they're going to reach to their destination and they'll be separated. So he was in anxiety that I'm not able to find the diamond. Where can they go? Definitely, he's not carrying them in his pocket. I can see that clearly. But there is no, a sign of those diamonds in the room. Where can I find them? Where can I find them? He was very sad. So the real businessman came and he said that you look very stressed. What happened? He said that no, it's just, I have stress of business, I just can't figure out few things in my business. He started to lie and he said, you don't worry. And then the real businessman started giving tips to the fake businessman about having a good healthy business. How can he grow his business? How can he do good things in his business? And then when the next day happened, the ship reached the other country, it stopped sailing. When they got off, the real businessman was going, and suddenly the other one came running from the back and he stopped the real businessman. He said, hey, what happened? You stopped me. He said, let's stop playing this game. I am a thief who became friends with you so that I can steal your diamonds. But now I am sure that even you are a thief. You are a bigger thief than what I am, because I know I have looked everywhere, in the room, in the washroom, in the cupboard, in the bag, in everywhere, but I couldn't find diamonds at all. So you are also a liar and a thief just like I am, but you are way smarter than me. The so-called real businessman replied to him, sir, I am not fake. I am the real merchant of the diamonds. I am the real businessman who exports diamonds. And yes, I do have diamonds with me. Then that person said, how is this possible? I have not left any space that was unexplored. He said, sir, every time I have moved out of my room or went anywhere, I just did one simple thing. I took out the pouch of diamonds from my bag and quietly used to put those diamonds in your bag. And I used to go, and every time I came back, I used to just take them out from your bag and keep it in my bag. That is the only funda I adopted. Every day I did the same thing and my diamonds were saved. That person was shattered. He was devastated. He couldn't believe, really, all those 5 days, every time when I was looking for those diamonds, they were in my bag. I had that pouch which carried all the money, all the happiness, all those diamonds. And he was very sad. And the real diamond merchant went and he sat there left crying. Very deep sutra, my children. In our life, we also chase people around us. You will give me happiness. Hey, you will give me comfort. Hey, you will be my best friend. Hey, you will understand me. Hey, you will wipe my tears whenever I'll cry. And when we start looking for these dependencies on other people, we are left disheartened because we never find that warmth there. They are able to do this for some time, but then always wiping your tears, always taking care of you becomes burden for the other person, which is unfair. And then we are left all alone crying, thinking this world is a very horrible place to live. This world has no happiness. The real diamond person is a fake diamond person and has no diamonds. But this world is beautiful. This life is very precious, my children. It's very, very precious. The only change you need to know, the only rule of life you need to follow is whatever you are seeking in the world lies within you. It is with you. It's just that you have not explored your own self. You are always looking for others to fall upon, but you are self sufficient. You want to look for happiness within you, you will find it. You have to look for confidence within you. You know why? Sometimes we chase confidence from other people, and when they start to talk ill about us, we become very underconfident. And this will happen forever. But the day you find your confidence within you, who is my confidence? My confidence is my truthfulness towards my work, my hard work. You will find Radharaman Lal giving you all the support you need in your life. And then you will not chase these worldly people. You will not tell people to please do this so that I can become happy. You will always be happy. So stop chasing people in your life. Whatever you want, you have it within you and you start giving it. And this is the rule of Radharaman, that whatever you give in your life, you get it back either from him or from some source of him in multifolds. You want respect? Start giving respect. You want love? Start giving love. You want money? Start giving a portion of whatever you have to the needy. They will bless you and you will be a happier person in your life. So be confident. You are amazing. You have everything within you. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to tell you that you are great. You don't need anybody to tell you that you are amazing in whatever you do. But you will find a lot of people saying that you're good for nothing. You can do nothing in your life. You are a loser. Don't be dependent on people. I always tell all my children, especially my core team, whatever you need in your life, you should know it all. For example, if you are traveling, you should know how to ride, how to drive. If you are staying out, you should know how to cook. Even if you stay in the home, it is very important to be self-independent. There is no need for multi-millionaire women to do anything in their life, but it's always good to have your own, that you are not there to ask, please give me some money. This will weaken your confidence. Study hard, work hard. It doesn't matter. You earn as much is required for you so that you are not dependent on the other person. If someday he's not in a good mood and says, you take all my money, that will make you so much weaker. You want to eat? You eat every day. Learn to cook. Ma, we don't know how to cook. One day mama falls sick. There is all dirt in the home. What to do? Learn. It's not that hard. Learn how to drive. Every time fighting with your brother because he has to leave you to a coaching center and he is not getting up from the bed and you're getting late and then fighting over it. Learn how to ride, how to drive in your life. Earn as much, at least that makes your surroundings comfortable. For everything, you don't have to speak even once, mama, please do this for me. No, you should know how to make your wardrobe. You should know how to clean your room. You should know how to polish your shoes. I have seen so many mothers polishing and taking out the uniform of their children. This is not our rule. Both my daughters polish their own shoes before going to bed. Both take out their undergarments, they take out the uniforms, they make different stacks of them, and then they sleep. Make them independent on your own. Wherever you get stuck, I'll be there to help you. Don't spoon feed them. So this is what I realized from this sutra, but definitely I would want to hear what all of you have to say about this. Yes, if you have to speak something different, okay, not the same thing. I have spoken that everything resides within us. We need to not see for the comforts outside, but we need to see the realization within. Yes, Radha Bajaj ji.
राधे श्याम मैया
Radhe Radhe बच्चे.
राधे श्याम
राधे राधे बेटा.
मैया ने सूत्र से सीखा है कि जैसे राधे मैया जैसे वो थीफ अपने बैग में नहीं ढूंढ जो बिजनेसमैन था रियल उसके वो जो स्पेस थी वहां पर ढूंढ रहा था, वैसे ही हम अपने दोषों को नहीं देख के दूसरे के दोष दिखाते हैं। हम अपने आप हमारी जो गलती होती है वो नहीं देखते हैं, दूसरों की गलती सुनाते हैं दूसरों को।
So
कि
beautiful.
ये और जब हम लोग
It's very nice. What Radha is trying to say is that we always are looking into what the other person has to offer. What is he doing? What is she doing? What is he wearing? What is she wearing? How is she eating? Where is always our mind is occupied into other people's business. But you will get success in your life only when you'll start minding your own business. Look into how you wear, what you wear, how you talk, what are you doing. Thinking about all this will definitely help you find the diamonds within you. But till the time you are always looking into and poking your nose into other people's business, you'll find disappointment. Very nice. Very nice, Radha. Very good. So we are always talking ill about others and we don't know how many bad habits we have within. But the day we start reflecting on our own bad habits, the world will change. Very nice. So can I give an opportunity to Arushi?
Radhe Shyam Ma Dandavat
Radhe
Pranam.
Radhe Bachche.
My realization was that the fake businessman at the end, he had put allegation on the real businessman. I think that real businessman in our life is Radha Raman, and at times we put allegation on him. हम अपना भजन नहीं देखते that we are lacking. We are like आपकी गलती है, आपने ऐसा क्यों किया? But Mirabai never complained because of the complexities she had. वो अपना भजन करते गए. So हम चाहते हैं हमारे पास जहर ही ना आए. Instead of thinking कि जहर के रूप में श्याम सुंदर हमारे पास पिघल कर आए हैं. So I think that was one key learning that I got.
Yes, so very, very nice that Arushi is trying to say that we are always complaining to Radharaman, even though he is the biggest reality of our life, and we are the ones who are happens in our life. We always complain to him that you are responsible for all of this. But trust me, Radharaman Lal has got nothing to do with. It has got nothing to do with any of it. Whatever we do in our lives, in the end, we have to bear the consequences of those actions as well. So if that person is fake, even if he said that you are also fake, okay, let me tell you one more realization which I just got, that a person who is a fake person who's not a good person who is himself not a very positive person, he will always see the world likewise. Somebody who's negative, somebody who's a liar, somebody who's a fakester will always see that the entire world is fake. Everybody here is a liar, everybody is a dongi, everybody is doing things just to portray themselves to be wow people, but they are not. But trust me, there are people who are actually wow as well. That real businessman was the real businessman. He got successful, he got the diamonds, sold them off, became super rich, and the person who was fake was left complaining. So those who complain, those who nag, those who are liars will always believe that the person standing in front of me is also a liar. He's a fakester. Sometimes, when you are reciting shlokas, you must have seen this on social media. It's very popular. So you are singing kirtan, you are speaking shlokas, you are genuinely, doing things so that others can learn from your teachings and they can perform those things in their homes, serve Radha Raman Lal in a better way. But you will always find out of 500 comments, there would be 10 comments. Real wali bhakti. Dhong hai pakhandi Baba. And then from which angle do I look like a Baba to you, bhai? Which angle? So these are not those people who are genuinely, they know any of them. But these are those people who are themselves very big fixtures, who see the world the same way. So it is very easy to find who's a good person and a bad person in life. People say, Nama, we don't get to know. A person who comes to you and talks about positive things, he's a good person. A person who comes to you and just complains, talks about negative things, talks about rubbish, that means you should be very careful that you need to cut down your friendship with such people. Then only you'll be able to grow in your life. So, yes, so I will give 2 more chances. Okay, Joyshri.
राधे श्याम माँ
Radhe Radhe Joyshri.
माँ मैंने रियलाइज किया कि जब वो जो बिजनेसमैन था वो शिप पर एटलीस्ट 7 डेज के लिए था, है ना, लेकिन जो थीफ था लेकिन जो
क्या?
थीफ था उसे
हम्म
3-4 दिन बाद पता चला कि वो एक मतलब डायमंड का बिजनेसमैन है। ऐसे ही जब हमारे ऊपर जब गुरुदेव की कृपा नहीं होती तब हम भी अज्ञान में रहते हैं कि ये तो नॉर्मल पर्सन ही है, लेकिन जब हम पे गुरु कृपा होती है तब हम पहचानते हैं कि ये संत हैं, गुरुदेव हैं।
Okay, so who is the Sant, the real thief, or whom are you comparing the Sant logic to?
नहीं, जो रियल बिजनेसमैन था जिसके पास डायमंड्स थे, राधा रमन केम रूपी डायमंड्स।
Oh, very nice, beta. Very good. So who else wants to speak now? I'll give 2 more chances. Khima Gulati ji. Khima.
राधे राधे भैया.
Radhe Radhe bachche. How are you?
Thank you so much भैया. I'm fine भैया. What about you?
Yes, bachche.
भैया मैंने रियलाइज किया कि जैसे कुछ लोग हम फ्रेंड्स बहुत जल्दी बना लेते हैं बिना उनको अंदर से जाने. हम हम उनको बस बाहर से देखते कि वो बाहर से कैसे दिख रहे हैं. मतलब हम बस कहते हैं ना, डोंट जज अ बुक बाय इट्स कवर. हम बुक के अंदर देखते भी नहीं क्या लिखे हैं और हम उससे बाहर का अपीयरेंस देखते हैं और हमें लगता है कि ये इंसान बहुत अच्छा होगा बिकॉज इसने बिजनेसमैन जैसे कपड़े पहने हैं. और हम मतलब बहुत जल्दी हम जज करने लग जाते हैं कि मतलब अगर उसने आउटर अपीयरेंस अच्छा है तो शायद वो अंदर से भी वैसा होगा. जैसे जो थीफ था वो पूरा अपना अपीयरेंस बदल कर आया, बिजनेसमैन जैसा बनकर आया. उसको पता था अगर वो थीफ बनकर आता तो उससे कोई दोस्ती नहीं करता. तो अपना उसने अपीयरेंस बदला मतलब तो. और बिजनेसमैन ने उसका अपीयरेंस देखकर उसको लगा कि ये भी बिजनेसमैन है, इसलिए उसने सोचा कि कोई है नहीं तो फिर मैं इसी को दोस्त बना लेता हूँ. तो अपनी एसोसिएशन को सही करना, अपने दोस्त को दोस्त बनाना एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क है. तो अपने दोस्तों को भी मतलब बहुत सोच समझ के बनाना चाहिए, उनको सिर्फ बाहर से देखकर नहीं बनाना चाहिए.
Absolutely. But the real businessman was very smart. See, you can fake to an extent. You cannot fake forever. A person who is new in your life can fake for a while. But when you start to be friends with that person for some time, maybe 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, eventually the real qualities and disqualities of that person will come out. That is very important, that don't try to fake in your life. Because if you're making friends, portraying yourself to be a very elevated or a very good person, the world will know your reality sooner or later. So it is better be a genuine person. You can be a little less, but this is who I am, who am I, who I am. And if you love me, if you like it, be my friend. If you don't like it, Radhe Radhe. You don't have to, fake yourself to be something else just because you want to be friends with a certain kind of people. You will be making genuine friends in your life only when you will be a genuine person at heart. This is who I am. Some people say, "Oh, Mataji, you wear saris, you wear suits also. Oh my God." Oh. I'm saying, this is me. If you love me because I wear a particular thing, and if you see me in some other attire, you become on this, it's better. I think you don't love me or my teaching, you love my clothing or maybe the way I look. And that is not the real motive of you getting here in the class. So it is very important to be genuine and associate with good people in your life so that you can progress. Very, very good, bache, Kima, and lots of love. So I have one person who's standing with the paper, even though the paper looks ulta to me, but I would want you to talk to me, bache.
राधे
I
राधे
couldn't,
मैया
I could just see that you're holding a paper with something written on it, big, big.
एक्चुअली मैया मैं क्या बोलूं मैं मैंने जो श्लोक मैराथन थी ना उसमें एक्चुअली मैं पास हो गया बट मैं काशी नहीं आ पा रहा
Oh, क्यों?
बिकॉज स्कूल के एग्जाम्स आ गए
Oh, what are the dates of your examination?
4 dates 4 अक्टूबर
4th October. Where do you live?
अहमदाबाद
Ahmedabad. So do we have a direct flight from Kashi to Ahmedabad? We'll make some arrangement for you. What you do, you prepare for your examination. Will your parents allow that we
लेट मी आस्क माय
send
पेरेंट्स
you?
हाँ they were
Don't
allowing
cry.
but
We'll make some arrangement for you. You have to promise me that you prepare for the examination at your
I
best.
am making
So you have to
promise
score the best in your 4th October examination, else your mama is going to come and do my pitai that why you took him to Kashi.
I
So
will
you do
sure
it. We'll make some arrangement for you. We'll make some arrangement because the camp starts on the 2nd. So you be with us on 2nd and 3rd. Third night, we'll send you back. You give your examination on 4th. And then we'll have you back. For some time you
thank
can
you
go. Okay? You connect
thank
with me. You have your name is Shaurya Munjani.
yes
And on the official number, I think Diksha is also in the class. Diksha, Shaurya Munjani ji will message you. So you give your number and you talk to me. I'll make your arrangement. You
Okay.
never have to cry. You have to balance the life. You have to tell me the problem and then we will solve it
Actually,
for you.
the dates were earlier, prior September month, but DO Gujarat government has postponed the dates.
Radharaman ji is just playing with you. Don't worry. Tell him that I have Maya. We'll sort it out. I'll give the examination also and I will come for the camp also. Okay?
Thank you, Maya.
Promise you'll come for the camp. The only thing you have to promise me is that you have to prepare for that exam very, very well prior.
Maya, I will promise. I am promising that I will score a best marks, but I am praying for you
Congratulations, you're coming to Kashi.
that you also pray that my parents will.
Yes, you can talk to them, and if they don't agree, you want, I can also talk to them.
Okay, thank you,
Okay?
Maya.
Okay. Smile now, please. Make my day. Smile. Oh. On this note, we all will quickly move to the next segment of our class, which is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are on chapter number 12, which is Bhakti Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we have already, loving somebody the way they like is the most beautiful feeling in the world. I was recently just scrolling on something and I saw an advertisement wherein a husband ordered an ice cream for his wife. And the moment wife saw the ice cream, she loved ice creams. But the moment she saw that ice cream, she got very angry. And the husband said, "Hey, you only asked me to order the ice cream. I have ordered it." She said, "Rajat, I like black currant. This is strawberry. So he said, how does that matter? Try strawberry today. She got very angry, saying, my favorite is not strawberry. That is your favorite. She kept it on the table and she left the room. It's not about the ice cream. It's not about the love. It's about loving the person you love the way they love. Loving the person you love the way they love. Loving them the way you want is being selfish. Especially when you know that the favorite flavor is blackcurrant. Why would you order strawberry? If the motive is to make the other person happy, then why would you not order what they like, even though when you know what they like? So what is Radharaman doing in Bhakti Yoga? He's telling all of us that this is how I like. These are the qualities. This is the philosophy. This is the psychology. This is the kind of person towards whom I get attracted. And still, we want to do everything according to us. That's not love. That's being selfish. So in Bhakti Yoga, shlok number 16, Bhagwan is further expressing the qualities what he likes in all his Vaishnavas. Anapekshah shuchirdaksha udasino gatavyatha sarvarambha parityagi yo madbhaktah same priyaha. I love these kind of bhaktas. What are those kind of bhaktas? यह अनपेक्ष, जो पुरुष आकांक्षाओं से रहित, शुचि, बाहर और भीतर से पवित्र, चतुर, उदासीन, पक्षपात से रहित और गतव्यथ अर्थात दुखों से छूटा हुआ है, वह सब आरंभों का त्यागी मेरा भक्त मुझको प्रिय है. So what are the qualities Bhagwan is saying? Anapeksha. Anapeksha means jo apeksha. That means who is not doing things in his life with a selfish motive. I want this, that is why I'm pleasing the Lord. No. I want my things to be done, that is why I'm building a relationship with this. No, be genuine. A person who is anapeksha, that means who is doing everything in the right way, in the best spirit, without any attachments. Then shuchir. Shuchir means person who is pure, not clean. Shuddha. Shuddha means who is pure. A glass of gold might be dirty. That can be clean, but it is always shuddha, pavitra. So one who is, how can you be pure from inside and outside? You can be pure from the outside by doing shnan. You can be pure from outside by wearing kanthi. You can be pure from the outside by wearing tilak. You can be pure from the outside by doing mala. But how will you become pure from inside? By letting go of all the negativity within you. By always thinking on Radharaman Lal and how you can please him. By not comparing yourself with anybody in the world. Your journey is independent. You know, the best thing in the world is to know that my journey is mine. There is no competition. There is no comparison. There is no struggle. If I am destined to reach Vrindavan, I don't want to go to Mumbai, dude. Why you want to struggle to go to Mumbai when your destination is Vrindavan? Why do you want to become somebody else that somebody has as a different destination? His core is different, his work is different, his struggle is different. Why you care about that? I know my route, I know my destination, and you are the only one running in this race of life. This is a very beautiful thing. The day you know this, you will be very happy. In this race called life, you are the only one running on the path. And you will win only if you keep running. There is no struggle, there is no competition. No two people are alike. No two people's journey are same. But if you keep walking straight, if you keep working hard, if you are true in your work, trust me, you will reach your ultimate goal. Don't be, half of the time, why we are unable to reach our goal in life? Because we are so much distracted and we are so much concentrating upon knowing what are other people doing, how successful they have become, what are they doing, and that distracts us from our route. And a distracted mind will always make wrong decisions. When you see somebody else progressing, you will leave your road and you will want to jump to their road. But their journey, their road is for them, not for you. You can't reach Vrindavan if you go to Mumbai and stop there. Now Mumbai people will be saying, Ma, from Mumbai there's a different route to Vrindavan, but I'm giving an example. So you have to understand this. And your productivity becomes more when you know this. Half of our productivity goes down the line because we waste it in concentrating upon others. We get so stressed, we get so depressed that we are unable to give our best. You have to understand that you are the only one running in this race called life on the road that Radharaman has given birth to you. And that will make you, I have to keep walking, I have to keep doing bhakti, I have to keep doing my karmas, I have to take responsibility of my family, I have to study hard, I have to work hard, I have to balance my work life, family life, spiritual life. I will do everything the best possible way. I will not stop, I will not get demotivated, I will not get distracted. Trust me, a person walking on the road of life with this enthusiasm will ultimately reach his ultimate destination. So what is Bhagwan saying? A person who is pure from within and from outside. A person who is intelligent, who knows that this place is not meant to get emotionally involved. I'm here for my work, and that work is to do whatever Radharaman Lal has asked me to do. This is pure professional, buddy. The only emotional attachment I have in this world is with Radharaman Lal. So whatever relationships I'm working through is for him. Boss gives you a task and you're constantly concentrating how to complete that task in the best way so that the boss becomes happy and he gives you promotion. The same is with us in this material life. Radharaman Lal, you have given me these things that I need to do, and ultimately I will be doing all of them just for you, and I will do all of it with the best way. Even if you have 5 people in the team whom you don't like at all, but they are your team members and the boss has given those team members to you and you have to work with them, you'll be intelligent enough to not let your disliking come out, and you'll still try to balance that mode of working so that you can take out the best from them. Intelligent, not emotional. Be very wise, children. This life is meant to be led very intelligently. Be very possessive for your peace of mind. Be very possessive for your happiness. Be very possessive to the roles that Radharaman Lal has given to you. Don't get over involved and don't overdo also. Don't overdo. This is what is required. I will do this much. There is no need to go overboard. Oh, you are my Radharaman in life. And you flatter somebody so much, so much, so much, so much. One day you only get tired. When you are unable to do, life becomes hell. Very important. Do as much it is required. Balance. Sthit pragyastha. Everything has to be balanced. Spending equal time with parents, family, work, Radharaman Lal, bhakti, everything. Friends, I'm saying you should leave nothing, but everything in balanced way. So, a person who is udasin. Udasin means somebody who is fair to all. You are my friend. Even though you will do wrong, I'll support you. No. If you are not my friend, but still you are right, I agree you are right. You are my friend, you did wrong and you must apologize. A person who is always right, irrespective of his emotional attachments. That is a kind of person Radharaman Lal gets attracted to. Be true. That this is right and this is wrong. And then a person who is doing everything. He's free from all the starts and all the ends. Whatever comes my way is the feel of Radharaman Lal, and I will do it in my best way. He's not doing anything for him in his life, not starting anything for him, not ending anything for him. Everything is for Shri Radharaman, and Bhagwan says a person like that, I love him a lot. Yo me, Indian Bhagwan is saying, yo mad bhaktah sa me priyah. I love that kind of person. We are doing everything and anything to please Radharaman Lal, but Radharaman Lal says, become this, I will automatically fall in love with you. Next shlok. Yo na hrishyati na dveshti, na shochati na kankshati, shubha shubha parityagi, bhakti manyah same priyah. जो कभी हर्षित जो ना कभी हर्षित होता है, ना द्वेष करता है, ना शोक करता है, ना कामना करता है, ना शुभ अशुभ का संपूर्ण कर्मों का त्यागी है, वह भक्ति युक्त पुरुष मुझको प्रिय है. सो भगवान इज सेइंग पर्सन हु इज अ भक्त, हु इज अ डिवोटी, I get attracted towards that person. And who is a devotee? A person who is devoted is a devotee. And where devoted? Devoted in the feet of Radharaman Lal. So Radharaman Lal, you make me happy, I'm happy. You make me sad, I'm happy. You make me stressful, I'm happy. Whatever you do, I have no problem with anybody. I have no problem with the difficult situations you give me in my life. I have got nothing to do with whatever comes in my life. I am your devotee. I will face everything in the best spirit that comes in my life, because I know you love me. You are giving these problems as a test for me, because after every examination only the child gets promoted to the other class. When problems come in my life, that is your examination that you have sent in my life, and if I deal with it with full patience and intelligence, and I pass through that problem giving a solution to it, I am sure you will be proud of me. And you will promote me to become one step more closer to you. So don't get complicated. Oh, why this happened to me? How can imagine a small child playing in the garden, and the mother is keeping an eye on the child, and the child falls, but the mother would not go and pick the child. What do you think? The mother doesn't love the child? Mother loves her child to the deepest core of her heart, but she would not go because she wants to see that the training she gave you yesterday of getting up after every fall, are you able to get up? Trust me. And the child tries 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, if still he's not able to get up, then the mother will come herself and lift that child up. But initially she will give that chance. Try yourself, try to get up. I remember when I was doing roller hockey, when I was playing roller hockey at that time, initially I used to do skating, and then I started doing roller hockey. So when I used to do skating, so we used to have road races. So one day I was having a road race at the national level, and it's on the road. So I was coming second. So the girl who was running on the third, she came close to me and she pushed me. So when she pushed me, I slipped because it was a turn, and I slipped for, you could say, a 50 or 200 meters. I slipped on that road, and my entire arm, this upper layer of my skin got peeled off. It was all bleeding, and I fell down. And the moment I got up, my mother was there with me when I got some consciousness, and she told me, I started to cry because of course I was just like 14, 15 years old. So I still remember it, because that incident has given me so much power, that the moment I got up, I said, Mama, see, I've got so much hurt. And my mom said, this is nothing. Imagine my entire arm bleeding. I could see the second skin inside that entire mess. And my mother says, this is nothing. What is this? Do you know the soldiers at the border, even if their arms get cut, they still fight. The race was still on. I heard that. With that bruise, I didn't get any medal in that race. But that race taught me the biggest lesson of my life. I got up and I finished my race. And you know, even the trainers who were there, who were who were seeing that the race is conducted in a fair way, they did not end the race till I completed all my rounds. I completed my race with that absolutely skinless arm. I'm just telling you this. Why? Because Radha Raman Lal is also all the time keeping that eye on you. And if you fall in life, trust me, if you are falling after wearing this kanthi and this tilak and dedicating yourself completely to Radha Raman, that fall is good for you. That fall is going to teach you something really great in life. So don't be sad. Either you will be aware that next time when I come here, there is a dig and I don't have to fall again, or that fall is going to make you a stronger person. That next time if I fall, I won't cry. And trust me, after that race, how many times I fell, how many hockey sticks I've got, how many, I have got stitches in my head. I have 4 stitches in my head because a girl, when we were playing hockey, so she couldn't take the ball from me, so she hit me with the hockey so that at least I could fall down and the ball could go away. It doesn't matter. It gives you all the strength. So the next shlok says, समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयो शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समः संग विवर्जितः तुल्य निन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी संतुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेत स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः. So the 13th and the 17th, 18th and 19th shlok says, a person who is equal with his friends and enemies. A person whose dedication does not fall apart if it's summer or if it's winter. If it's anukul and pratikul, that means if the things are being favorable, then everything is good. Bhakti is happening nicely, everything going to the temple, wah, wah, wah. But the moment some problem came in my life, everything goes down the line. No bhakti, no Bhagavan, nothing. Only thing that you meditate upon is that problem. And why Radharaman has given that problem to you. But the reason for that problem is not Radharaman, it's you. So, a person who is always dedicated in all scenarios of life, a person for whom happiness and sadness are just like day and night. One comes, other goes, other comes, one goes. It is that simple. And then a person who is unattached to the people in this world, but attached to the roles that they are performing for the happiness of Radharaman. I'm not attached to you being my mother, but I am attached and I will serve you. Why? Because Radharaman Lal himself has said, Tumeva mata chapita tumeva bandhu cha sakha tumeva vidya dravinam tumeva sarvam mam devad. A child who does not respect his parents, Radharaman Lal will never even look at you, no matter how many rounds you chant or how many temple visits you do. You have to love and respect your parents. So, a person who is completely dedicated and attached to Radharaman, a person who is equal when somebody appreciates or somebody demotes. I don't care. You like my work, you appreciate, thank you. You don't like my work, you talk ill about me, Radharaman Lal bless you. I am not going to change or get demotivated because you are saying something good or saying something bad for me. That is your job, your karma. It's going to be written in your register. Dude, I don't think I'm going to meet you, but you're going to go to hell. So please save yourself. Don't talk anything ill about anybody. And then a person who is always meditating. Mananshil. Mananshil means a person who thinks before speaking, who does the manthan, who is intelligent enough to evaluate the words and the intensity of those words before uttering them from the mouth. You felt something and you just puked all of that out. And that puke create all the mess in the world. Think before talking. What are you talking? Is it important that somebody said ill about you? Is it important to Go droop down to their level and sort this. If they're important, do sort it, but you don't have to, lose your mind. And then जिस किसी प्रकार से भी शरीर का निर्वाह होने न होने में संतुष्ट. I am happy in all situations of life. Then संतुष्ट, that means satisfied. रहने के स्थान तथा शरीर में आसक्ति से रहित स्थिर बुद्धि वाला, that means a person who has a very strong mind, who is not emotional, who doesn't start to cry in every, oh my God, today I poured a little extra salt in the food. Oh, I've got a prad. Stop being so fragile. Stop being so emotional. Don't make your tears so cheap that people stop appreciating or valuing them. If you're crying, that should make some huge difference. And that will happen only when you cry once in a blue moon. But if you're crying all the time, even your mother will be like, just shut up. Don't bother me, don't trouble me. You want to cry, go in your other room and cry. Don't eat my head, please. You're always crying. Right? So a person who is very strong-headed, who knows everything very, very clearly, and that person is very, very close to Shri Radharaman Lal. Bhakti Manya Same Priya. And then the last shlok of the Bhakti Yoga says, Ye tu dharmyamritam edam yathoktam paryupasate shraddhana mat parama bhaktaste tiva me priyaha. Now, what I want you all to do is, can I have my screen back, Diksha? Thank you. I want you all to hug yourselves. Hug yourself, hug yourselves. Hug yourselves. And do like this. Pat yourself, pat yourselves. Because right now, in this very moment, Radharaman Lal has declared that this secret, ये तु धर्म्यामृतम इदम यथोक्तम पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत परमा भक्तास्ते तीव मे प्रिया. These things that I just told in this adhyay, I don't tell it to everybody. Only those who are mine and have forgotten that they belong to me because of something, I am telling this deepest secret of mine to that person again and reminding him that, hey, don't take stress. You belong to me. I am yours. And I will make everything right in your life. Don't worry. Just walk on this path. This walk has to be made the way I have told you to do. This is my deepest secret, and those who get to know this secret, they belong to me. So we just got to know that Yupi, and we call ourselves Radharamaniya, and Radharaman Lal also calls us his bhaktas. And I think this is the best batch a devotee can carry. That I don't love, that not only I love him, today it's declared that he loves me back. On this note, we will end today's class. So we did a very beautiful sutra. We did the next 5 shlokas of Bhakti Yoga. I think Bhakti Yoga makes your Bhakti very strong because you're clear that these all things that I need to do, this is how I need to perform. And now the stress of reaching Radharaman is absolutely clear because I already belong to him. So person who works the whole day ultimately comes to his own home. So we know that our home is Radharaman, and ultimately after finishing all our duties here in the best possible way, we all are also gonna go back to our home, which is Radharaman. Do right, love your family, do your things in the best way, work hard for your duties. If you're a student, study hard, studying in the best possible way and making your parents proud, Guru proud, Radharaman proud is the best way to do bhakti. Do your job, office work in the purest way. Don't do anything wrong. All these things are going to bring Radharaman closer to you. On this note, lots of love, lots of blessings, and lots of prayers for you in the lotus feet of Sri Radharaman Lal. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री राधा रमन लाल की जय.